All right, well, we're excited about the win. It's always good to get on back on track. I told our team after the game that you always enjoy victories, and we played a team that we should have beat in our mind, and we came out a little bit slow defensively there in the first half. We had a hard time stopping them. We were playing a lot of guys that that got to learn to play a little bit better and make the proper checks out there. We missed a couple tackles, but we played well special teams, had some big plays, that big return Quay Walker had to start the game, kind of set the tempo. And then the second half, I was real pleased. We really played well defensively. We shut them out. We ran the ball good, and we took care of business in the second half. So I'm real proud of the team. Great win, and we'll move forward from this one.
First up, we talked to Jacovius, of course, and he was excited. He knew about the $10,000 going in. So just talk about you guys as a team. Not only does it get you guys going, but one of your fans is going to win $10,000 because of it.
Well, I guess he heard it over the loudspeaker, right before we took the field, and that's when I heard it, because I always forget about what they got going on. And this was the first time I'd put him back there to start the ball game, and we knew by film study they were going to kick it to his way, and he's an explosive player, and the Purvines who won it, they're friends of our family, and their daughter and my little girl are really good friends, and so it was kind of an eerie deal. I said, we put Quay back there for the first time. I really I could hear some of the guys on the sideline go, he's fixing to return this one for a touchdown, and he sure did. And told him after the game, the only bad thing about it is he's not going to get a dime of it. So, but it was a great play, great blocking, and I know he was very excited.
And you touched on the third quarter, 5 straight scores in that quarter. Probably the best you guys have played all year.
Yeah, and one thing you got to give credit to Kentucky Wesleyan. Boy, they well coached. They play extremely hard. They've really turned their program around, and I think we wore them down. I mean, they were playing lights out, and especially offensively. Everything they were doing was like clockwork, and then I think we wore them down, and then the second half. The big thing with us is we just needed some stops, because offensively, the only time we got stopped the whole game was there at the end of the second quarter when we ran out of time at the half, and then we had the one turnover. So if we could get the ball back, we knew we could score in a hurry. So it was nice. It made me feel a whole lot better once that third quarter was over, and I look up and we had a commanding lead.
Talk about your defense, especially Felton Collins. He's kind of made a presence known all season, but especially tonight had those 2 block extra points and come up with some sacks.
Well, even when we giving up some touchdowns, a mark of a good defense that hustles is how they play the point after touchdown. And he got some good push. He made some big sacks. And again, just as a whole, the defense, we shut them out the second half. We played with a whole lot more urgency and intensity in the second half than we did the first half.